Akita senses the tackle coming straight at him and, by instinct, thinks about using his knee to stop it. At that moment, he remembers Miyu's words, warning him that it was a bad idea. Throwing a knee against a takedown almost never works. Even if the strike connected, she explained, it would compromise his balance and make it easier for the opponent to achieve exactly what he wanted. Taking him to the ground, confused, the young man asks what he should do in that situation. Miyu replies that there was an option. Although from a professional fighter's perspective, it was simple, even boring. Back in the present, Akita recalls those words. His opponent tries to grab him behind the knees, but he simply pulls his legs back, surprising him. Without stopping there, he drops his weight onto his opponent to secure the movement and completes a perfect sprawl. The adversary realizes the situation has changed and wonders if Akita was really just an amateur. Even so, he believes Akita won't know what to do after the sprawl, which turns out to be a mistake. Akita prepares his knee and launches a direct strike to the head. At that moment, he understands the difference. It wasn't a knee meant to stop the tackle, but a knee delivered after neutralizing it. After the impact, the young man steps back while his confused opponent tries to understand what just happened. Soon after, blood begins to pour from his head. It is explained that the scalp cuts easily and bleeds heavily. Although Shinonomi did not suffer lethal damage, the amount of blood disorients him and drives him to attack in a rage. His wrestling techniques were genuine, and had he remained calm, he likely would have defeated Akita without much trouble. However, consumed by anger, he leaves openings that the young man freely exploits to counterattack. Thus, the fight ends in a crushing victory for Akita Masamichi. Normally, an amateur could not defeat an experienced fighter regardless of strategy, but due to the brutal training imposed by Rikudo and his constant real fights, even at the cost of his own body, he had begun to refine his violence. After the match, he looks toward the building and wonders how Miyu is doing. The scene changes and shows the young woman out of breath as her opponent asks if she is exhausted. Annoyed by the remark, she charges forward, shouting for him not to underestimate her. She attempts a tackle, but her opponent responds with a flawless sprawl. Surprised, she wonders why he has mastered that technique so well. The young man replies that his brother used to take him down constantly, and he learned to counter it out of pure frustration. However, Miyu begins pushing him forcefully until both crash against the wall. The young man, Shinonome Haru, is a Muay Thai practitioner, a style considered one of the strongest in stand-up combat, because it uses every weapon of the human body. And that ultimate weapon appears in an instant, the elbow. The strike lands directly on Miyu's head, knocking her unconscious.
ありがとう。ありがとうみんな。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。ありがとう。